what I will do on this clip, I'm going to let this segment play through. I caught him at a point where he was making his major point of his so-called forecast, warning, whatever. I'm going to let this play through, and then I'm going to replay it and analyze it. Okay, here we go.
Thanks. The show that we had 7 days ago, this is the before and
Let me catch the very beginning.
Thanks. The show that we had 7 days ago, this is the before and after. Pretty substantial, no question. Substantial, no question. I mean, it seemed like it was the winter that would never end for the Twin Cities. That's what he had then, but now we've seen quite a bit of a difference. Green Bay certainly less than that, and no, again, remember, the coldest air remains far to the north, which means you're going to have the warmer times. And everyone likes the warmer weather, but the side effect is going to be the melting snowfall. So much warmer air has been enveloping. We can expect more of the same at the weekend. So the snow amounts are going to lessen even more, which means more water going across these places. Difficult times. Let's talk about the weekend. Let's begin with this. Let's jump our way into Thursday.
That was it.
We're seeing those scattered showers across.
He's going to talk about other parts of the country with different weather issues. Okay. Now, that was his comment on snowmelt. Now, the only thing that I can really come up with is worst case scenario, he's chipped out, he's a robotoid, and they have him deliberately programmed to where he'll just speak nonsensical. That's worst case scenario, because this is complete nonsense, as we all know. The snow does not cause flooding. There are so many factors that they want people like us to go into to basically chase our own tails, because this is a non-issue. This is a non-issue. The color coding represents snow on the ground. Now, from this date of March 20th, 7 days ago, this is what the snow looked like according to their so-called radar, which supposedly picks up snow on the ground. Now, let's hear him, and I'm going to analyze what he says.
Thanks. The snow that we had 7 days ago, this is the before and after. Pretty substantial, no question. I mean, it seemed like it was the winter that would never end.
See, he goes into the winter that would never end for the north, or whatever he says. He's stalling. He doesn't know where to begin to present this ridiculous narrative, so he stalls.
I mean, it seemed like it was the winter that would never end for the Twin Cities. That's what you have then.
Talk about Minneapolis and St. Paul. Okay.
That would never end for the Twin Cities. That's what you have then, but now we've seen quite a bit of a difference.
Now, 7 days later, March 20th, snow has melted. Okay, so what? The snow is on ground. Is on the ground. This is not water. Snow is on the ground. Now listen to what he says.
Green Bay certainly less than that, and no, again, remember, the coldest air remains far to the north, which means you're going to have the warmer times. And
so we got warmer times. Okay.
Everyone likes the warmer weather, but the side effect is going to be the melting snowfall. So much.
The melting snowfall. Did you hear what he said? He's not even saying his narrative properly. He can't bring himself to say
warmer times. And everyone likes the warmer weather, but the side effect is going to be the melting snowfall. So much warmer.
The melting snowfalls. Let's try to make sense of what he just said.
Warmer times, and everyone likes the warmer weather, but the side effect is going to be the melting snowfall. So much warmer air has been developing. We can expect more.
The melting snowfalls. The snow is on the ground. The snow melts into the ground. The ground saturates the snow. We know snow cannot sit on the river. The river is flowing. The river's not. Stuck, solid, jammed up with tens upon tens of thousands of inches of snow. We know that's not the case. The river's flowing. Now, I will admit, is the Missouri River, as I cross over it daily, it seems swollen. The river is high. Now, what they're doing to the river is certain parts of the river that we can see that will affect certain areas that they want to flood. They can just dam off the river downstream and back it up and cause the river to rise. There's ways to get a river to rise. It sure as heck ain't snow. Let's hear this one more time. this one more time.
Everyone likes the warmer weather, but the side effect is going to be the melting snowfall.
So they want, moving forward, they want the sleeping masses to be familiar with snow causing flooding. Moving forward, people, snow causes flooding. This is the new way. I mean, this man sounds so pathetic saying it. Listen to this.
Everyone likes the warmer weather, but the side effect is going to be the melting snowfall. So much warmer air has been developing. We can
melting snowfalls. I know I'm sounding crazy by repeating this. I'm trying to get a feel of what is he really trying to say. The melting snow falls.
Weather, but the side effect is going to be the melting snowfall. So much warmer air has been developing. We can expect more of the same at the weekend. So the snow amounts are going to lessen even more, which means more water.
The snow amounts will lessen more, which means what?
So the snow amounts are going to lessen even more, which means more water going across these places.
More water going across these places.
Amounts are going to lessen even more, which means more water going across these places. Difficult times. Let's say with the weekend.
Difficult times. Same morning, March 20th, 2019. Carly Ritter is going to give a little clue on proving my point as far as this river issue. Platte River and Missouri River being at pretty critical flood stages. She's going to give a clue that suggests that it is definitely not snow causing it. I'll let it play and then I'll commentate.
Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing to keep an eye on the river situation. The flooding along all of the rivers and streams and creeks continues not only in Nebraska and Iowa, but even locally. And we've got basically the entire Missouri River Basin under these flood warnings. As we look up to our north, we still have a lot of coverage as well of the flooding all the way from Nebraska and Iowa down towards us. And as far as the river levels are concerned at different cities, everybody at the moment in the moderate flood stage, but St. Joe, Atchison, definitely going up into the major flood stage tomorrow. And to put that into perspective, Atchison is going to end up tomorrow morning probably less than half a foot from the 1993 record level crest. It's going to be a very high for the next 24 to 48 hours, and we'll be talking about it coming out.
Now, you heard her say it, 1993 flood stage crest. In 1993, in this area, I'm sure some of you will remember, in 93, the entire summer rained almost every day in 93. The great 93 floods, okay? It rained torrentially all summer long, all spring and summer. And that's what caused the crest that she mentioned just now.
Tomorrow morning, probably less than half a foot from the 1993 record level crest.
Record level crest in 93 was due to torrential rains, which lasted all summer. Now, she's talking about us getting very close to this same record level due to what, Carly? Notice she said nothing about snow. No mention of snow.
St. Joe, Atchison, definitely going up into the major flood stage tomorrow.
What's causing this flooding, people? What's causing this?
And to put that into perspective, Atchison is going to end up tomorrow morning probably less than half a foot from the 1993 record level crest.
What's causing it? It's not snow. So, they are backing up the river downstream. I don't know. They want to break levees to flood out towns, like up in Nebraska. They'll back up the river to cause river flood stages. That's what they're doing. But they want to throw in this little extra narrative of snowpack. Okay, you know what? I hope people are hearing this. I hope you're getting it. Record crest level since 1993. And again, in 93, it rained all summer. How many inches of snow does it have to fall to create 1 inch of rain? And we know snow doesn't sit on the rivers. So we're kind of past the snowpack issue, because they're not saying it. She let the snowpack issue go. The snow melt, she doesn't mention it anymore. She's just telling us we got high rivers, and she's not telling us why. This is not good. This is not good.